Welcome back, guys, to the Lonely Basement. I'm going to empty out my backpack from the National and show you my pickups and what's in the backpack. The National overall, I thought it was a great show. I had a great time. Traffic, a little traffic, but being from New York, it wasn't crazy. There was 3 ways in. Seems like everybody came from the same direction. My hotel was in the opposite direction, and I learned the back road in, and it saved a lot of time. And by Saturday, honestly, Saturday, Sunday, you could walk right in. Little much on Wednesday and Thursday. Bathrooms, I didn't really have much of a problem with VIP. Not a lot of lines. Upstairs, general admission, there were some lines, but nothing crazy. Nothing you wouldn't see at a Super Bowl or World Series game. For me, it's to be expected with a crowd that large. I thought the show floor was great. It was big, it was spacious, plenty of room. Didn't really have a problem with the show floor at all. I thought it was great. YouTube get together on Thursday was amazing. Just want to throw that out there real quick. Thank you to Mike Baseball Card Collector for hosting. The people that I met and the people that gave me their time and had great conversations with me. No idea who I was. Just walking up to people, random strangers, and saying, hey, and all of a sudden I'm in a 10-minute conversation, talking cards, talking life, great people. The community was so welcoming. In general, everybody literally was just so, gracious. And I really appreciate this vintage card community we have over here on YouTube. I just want to throw that out there. So let's get into the backpack. Let's see, we have a national program. Found this on Sunday on the way out. By the door, I did not see them. I was there from Wednesday to Sunday. I did not see them until Sunday when I was literally walking out the door. I was like, oh, there's programs. I'll take one. What's next? So one thing you learn, guys, is everything you're going to see is pretty much Yankees. I team collect Yankees and a little bit of Brooklyn Dodgers from the 50s, late 40s. So you're going to see a bunch of NYs and no Mets. Don Mattingly, this book, I got it for $1 on Sunday in a little kind of flea market-y kind of guy. Had all kinds of random stuff. I cannot pass up a little Don Mattingly book for $1 that I did not own. Next up, pack of 90 Bowman, dealer, bought some cards from, shorted me $1 and change. He was an older gentleman. He was kind of fumbling around. I said, you know what? These were $1. I said, I'm just going to take a pack of 90 Bowman. Don't worry about the $1. So I got a pack of 90 Bowman. Let's see what's here. All right. So I'm not going to go through the comments, guys, but like I said, I was one of those guys flipping through binders that everybody's talking about, pulling out sets. Again, I only do the Yankees, but these are some 74s and 75s I pulled. Here is a giant stack of 72s, 73s, 67s, some 68s. Again, all Yankees, mostly commons, a few minor stars, a couple Reggies here, which were not part of that deal, but I'll tell you about these because this is a funny little story. $6, guys. $6, no big deal. A couple of 78 Reggies. I walk up to the dealer. I offer him a 5, hand him a 5. So you take 5? Takes the 5 out of my hand, kind of turns, disgusted kind of face. You know how dealers are sometimes when they don't get their price, and he walks away. So I take 3 steps, and he says to his partner, oh, those are 6. You want to give me a 5? So I stop, and I walk back up to the table, and I stand in front of the table. Lesson for dealers. If you're going to take the money and turn around and not even look at it, make sure it's right. I asked him for 5. He took the 5. I take 3 steps, then he's saying, oh, So I walk back over there. I got right in front of the guy. I'm like, I'm right here. You want your $1? I don't steal dollars, guys. So if you want your $1, but he did not take the $1. So, the penny sleever. Isaac from the penny sleever was a great guy. I was at the YouTube gathering. Penny sleever. This was free, guys, at the gathering. Again, thanks to Mike for putting it all together and hosting everybody. All this was free in a little gift bag from Isaac. We got a little coupon and that guy right there. team bags, excuse me, penny sleevers, top loaders. We got a one touch in there, some card savers. We got a little postcard, sticker, and some team bags. So thank you again, Isaac. I pulled some of these out, and they're really good. They're really good quality, guys. So if you're looking for product, shameless plug for penny sleever. VIP badge in the bag there. The VIP badge, I did not have this on Wednesday. By Friday, I did have it. I just got bit by an ant on my foot. That's what happens in the basement, guys. Long story short, sometimes you find things in the elevator on Fridays from people who are leaving. So there you go. What do we got here? We got some autos, guys. Yankees Junk Wax autos. This is actually not Junk Wax. This is Ralph Houck. I love my Yankee Manager cards. Those are a couple 65s. Butch Wynegar. Okay catcher. Bobby Meacham. Bobby Meacham 86 tops. I once saw Bobby Meacham airmail a ball into the first base stands. Little throwing issues. Doug Drabeck. Shouldn't have traded him, but we did. All these cards, guys, I got their autos. I got these from a guy I know who used to work for SGC. He was an auto authenticator, and I know that the stuff he has is real, and no one's faking a Bob Tewksbury 87 Topps auto. Paul Zuvella, if you know who Paul Zuvella is, cheers. Steve Balboni on a score. I was trying to buy Topps. He had like 20 or 30 Steve Balbonis. Only one that he had was score and a couple other randoms, so I ended up getting the score. Wayne Tollison. Wayne Tolly. Tolly was Don Mattingly's best friend on the Yankees in the 80s, and so I had to get the Tolly when I saw it. Greg Cadaret, lefty reliever. Greg Cadaret was traded for Ricky Henderson, along with Eric Plunk, excuse me, and Luis Polonia. Thank you, George Steinbrenner, for trading Ricky Henderson for him, Eric Plunk, and Luis Polonia. Buck Showalter auto, great manager. Maybe shouldn't have left when he did, but can't complain about Joe Torre, right, guys? We got a Jimmy Leyritz, hit the big home run in '96. Sam Militello, nice Italian guy from New York. Had the gold chain out, thought he was going to be a star, pitched one good game, and then nothing. Charlie Hayes, nice Charlie Hayes auto. Caught the last out of the World Series there. 96. Shane Spencer hit a bunch of home runs, guys, and then stopped. And this is a cool card. I just like this card anyway, but this is Louis Soho. Great auto. And who is that? That's number 2, Derek Jeter. What do we got here? What do we got here? All right. In the old backpack, we have 1980 and earlier equals vintage. These were free on the tables at the YouTube gathering. Had to grab some of those. 707 cards. He has a lot of big manos, guys. 707 big manos. 20% off BCW. Oop, don't tell the penny sleever I had that. Let's see, monster cards. I was looking at his 71 Munson Greatest. It was a little snowy. It's the black. It's a decent sized card. It's not a cheap card, but it's hard to find in good quality. But the big ones are a little too high, and his was a little too low for me. But I thought about it, so he gave me his card in case I want to contact him. Everyday card collector, Jason. I gave Jason a little gift. Just a little something I found that I actually bought accidentally, believe it or not. And I thought Jason might like it, so I gave it to Jason. Got a 60 Casey Stengel, decent shape. Got this on Sunday late. Got a good deal on that. I'm big collector of Yankee Manager cards. Kevin Moss, Star Pack. Got this from the same Junk Wax guy. Kevin Moss, great Yankee. Here we go. Score Masters, Don Mattingly box. So this was the set. I have the card. This is actually the box that the cards came in, and you could find different players on the box, and I never saw this box before. I got this for a couple bucks. It's the actual box with the Mattingly card on it. This is an interesting one. This is a Billy Martin TCMA. If you look closely, without the glare, there is an auto on there. This was this Mark 50, as you can see, if you can see. This card was in a 50% off bargain box for $25. I researched the auto pretty thoroughly. I looked at this auto. Billy Martin auto was actually on my list for this show. I ran into this on accident in a bargain box I was flipping through. And I looked at the auto a lot. And I even found a representative auto that was on this same card online. I looked at it close. I'm not an authenticator, but I felt pretty good about it for 25 bucks. A Billy Martin auto goes for more than 25 bucks, so I took a chance on that. I'll probably get this authenticated. I've never graded a card. I don't grade cards. I'll buy graded cards, but I've never sent a card in to be graded, but this I'm probably going to try to get that authenticated. What's in the pile here? Tetley T. Mattingly, David Cone. I believe I have this. I saw it in the strip like this, and I was like, oh, I don't think I have that. And I bought it, and then as soon as I bought it, I was like, I do have it. I think it's in a top loader, and it's like folded like this, but the whole thing is there. I didn't actually check yet, but I'm pretty sure that's a double. Good one. Here we go, guys. Don Mattingly box. What's in the box? This had to buy. It is a Don Mattingly gold card. If you can see anything on that, it is not 24 karat gold Don Mattingly card. I got this for $5 or a little less because I bundled some stuff from that junk wax guy. When you're a Don Mattingly junk wax collector, you cannot not buy the Don Mattingly gold card. Not possible. This is a bank set, guys. This is a Score Yankees team set. I have this team card, and it's kind of beat up. I found it, somewhere randomly, and I bought it because I didn't have it. And I looked it up, and I saw it was from this team set that was released in the city from a bank. I forget which bank it was off the top of my head. That ant is back on my leg. But this guy had a whole pile, whole table full of these for $3. Probably should have bought a couple extra. They were cheaper the more you bought, but I mean, I don't need more than one. But the Mattingly card is actually right on the back. So now I have that whole set. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Don Mattingly Desert Shield. I needed this card. It was also on my list. Been looking for this for a while. Definitely wanted this graded just because of the authenticity. These can be a little tricky. So when I found it graded in a 7, there's a little something on the top corner, but that's it. Really good shape, so I got a good deal on that. Thurman Munson, got this from that same junk wax guy. I actually tried to buy this card. Well, I would have bought this card from Sammy Thunder. I was at his table maybe a year ago, and he had just gotten a whole stack of these, and I just went right past them. I didn't even look at them. I'm like, what am I going to look at those for? Not realizing there was a Munson in there. And a guy comes walking up and pulls out the Munson, and he's looking at it. I said, oh, crap, there's a Munson in these? I didn't know that. So I was like, well, he's got to put it down. I'm buying it. And, of course, he bought it. So I should have had it that day, but I bought a couple other from Sam. I bought a Guidry and a Yankee Stadium. They're right behind me, actually, on the table. But I finally got that Munson. Really nice. Love me some Redmans. This is the Redman Stangless of 54. No tab. Got this for $8. I'm never going to turn down that card for $8. Sharp corners, little chip, but these a lot of times have chips. No tab, fine with me. If I ever want a tabbed one, I will get one. What is this here? Oh, here we go, guys. 4 collector's card. Sammy Thunder Transagram. Should have got that autoed. And this one came autoed. I think that's a 101 Purple Sparkle John 3D80s Kid. There he is. Let's pick this up because this is big. This was not in the backpack. This was in the car because it did not fit in the backpack. You want to talk about junk wax? This is a Star Mattingly panel, which I again got from that same guy who had all that junk wax in the front. Front table by the door. I got this for 15 bucks. I think this set I actually owned, but I didn't care because it was the whole panel. I said, oh, that's just a piece I gotta have for $15. This I had to buy at the show, at the National. Buying supplies at the National is not always the greatest thing to have to do. This cost me $15 for the cards. This cost me $10. So this became a $25 purchase. Lay that down flat. What do we got here? More junk wax. Look at these guys. Same dealer. Stadium Club. Again, we got Sam Militello. And of course, Brian Taylor. The great Brian Taylor. He was the next Dwight Gooden, and he never panned out because he got in a fight with his cousins outside his house and busted up his arm forever. Protect those arms. Graded card sleeves for SUC bags, slabs. And we're down to the hard plastic over here. Got a 68 mantle for my mantle run. I'm trying to complete the mantle run through 53 tops, which I can do. Once we get through 53, we'll worry about the rest later, you know. 68. I got a 63. Got good deals on these. These are, you know, this is a 2.5 and a 4. I try to kind of live in that 4 to 5 range on a lot of the vintage stuff. I actually got some lower grades than I sometimes buy. This next card's a 3. The one after it's a 3.5. But I really looked at these cards and I thought they were just really well. They really present well, and I thought they were a little undergraded. This Mantle Aaron, I got for 120 bucks. It's a 3. I looked at this card a lot. It's clean. It's got sharp corners. It's graded. I'm trying to find the scratch or the smudge. I haven't yet. I'm sure it's there somewhere. There's a little, like, it's tiny indent, but this card was 200 bucks. Sometimes, guys, you gotta go to the right dealers. This dealer had a lot of modern and a couple vintage cards mixed in, and sometimes I find you get good deals from those guys on the vintage stuff because they're not really interested in having it or holding it. They just ended up with it somehow. He had this labeled at 200. I walked up to the table and I said, hey, you know, how much you take for that? And he goes, 140. I said, I didn't even start negotiating. He just dropped $60, right? Without even like saying anything, he went down $60. So I offered him 120. We settled on 130, and I got my Mantle Aaron card. This is one of my favorite cards. I love this card. This Bill Dickey Bowman card. There he's screaming at somebody. I actually tried to buy this a couple times, auctions and stuff, and it went a little higher than I wanted, or vice versa. And this one is a 3.5. It presents really well. It's nice and sharp. And there's Bill, Hall of Famer. Just like when he was coaching, which is weird because it's like a coach's card. But he's yelling at Mickey or somebody in that picture. Little modern. Here you go. Here's my Jeter SP. I have to have a Jeter SP. I got a good deal on this. It's a 7. It's in a Beckett slab, so I kind of talked the guy down. I was like, listen, it's in a Beckett slab, and he gave me a good deal on this. So finally have my Jeter, which I kind of needed for the Yankee collection. And then the last thing in the bag, guys, kind of a big card for me, is the Mantle Bazooka. Got this from William Chappell. It's an authentic. He gave me a good deal. Not a great deal. You know, he's a little stingy, but he definitely came down off sticker, and I cannot complain. Mantle Bazooka was on my short list. Not specifically this one, but a Mantle Bazooka, any and all, because this is the first one I have. I looked at a couple other ones, but this is a big card for me. My Mantle Bazooka. And that, I think, is everything in the bag, guys. Appreciate you watching. Whoever watches, probably just Andrew, but that's all right. I had a great time at National. The bag is empty. Now I got to start collating this all into the collection. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for watching.